Hilary Clark-Cole, AOCAD. I was originally born, in fact, in Victoria, BC. I spent most of my growing up years ultimately in Toronto, and I studied at the Ontario College of Art. Shortly after I was married, I moved to Muskoka with my husband, and we started a life here. So that was 1971. I gravitated to the metal shop instantly, and the logical thing was to choose the jewelry medium. And it was a huge source for me of training, because ultimately, even when I look at work to this day, the jewelry training is there. The sense of detail and technique and perfection is always there when I look at a piece. I don't leave it alone until I know that it's perfect. Starting with the smallest pieces, when you look at the flowers and some of the small figures, you can very strongly see the jewelry influence. When I'm doing a very large piece, such as the muskox, I always create a maquette, which is a small version of the soon-to-be large sculpture. And I work out all my research, everything goes into this piece, the small version. Sculptors either work from the outside in or the inside out, and I work from the inside out. And for me, that's a very personal approach, because it also has to come from my heart. It has to come from the inside of me out through my hands. So for me, that's my approach to my sculpture. Bringing out all the detail and all the jewelry-like things that I want to achieve in a large piece, so that every area of this large sculpture is a design statement in itself. Every piece is a beginning for me. When I start a sculpture, I have all the insecurities that every artist has, no matter what stage they are in their career. I find that the large pieces have had a huge impact in that people have noticed my work as a result of the large sculptures. Regardless of what I'm producing, I will always think in terms of my medium and what I want to say with it. So as far as the future goes, I have a huge load of steel to use up, which will probably take me another lifetime, and I'm never going to stop. With a group like Muskoka Arts and Crafts, it is a burgeoning population of artists. We are, in fact, one of Muskoka's natural resources, in my opinion. We have the lakes and the rocks and the trees, and we have the artists. After the piece is finished, it's going to be lifted and taken to Bracebridge to be sandblasted. And then it will sit outside and marinate in the weather for at least 3 or 4 months before the color reaches a stage where I would show the sculpture. And at that point, I have visions of Alex's driveway with 2 cars and a muskox. That's what every family home should have.